What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Yaz or Yazoo. Again, I'm gonna keep doing that because for 30 years of my life I was calling them Yaz, and then I realized several years before. I think I had already started my old YouTube channel, but at the time I was just putting up DJ mixes, like techno mixes, acid trance mixes. But yeah, I don't know, maybe like 7-8 years ago or so, I remember just learning that, like, oh wait, what? Like, so they were Yazoo the whole time? Like, for other people? Like, I always knew them as Yaz, so I will occasionally speak as a North American in that respect. Nevertheless, we are listening to their You and Me Both follow-up album to their debut, Upstairs at Eric's, and ultimately, as it turned out, their last album. We're up to a tune called Good Times. I was very interested by Mr. Blue. Not only sonically was it very engaging, but I was trying to figure out, like, who was Mr. Blue? Was it the person that was being sung to, or the person who was being addressed, or was it the person who was doing the addressing? And Han Solo, friend of the channel, commented that it might be like a spirit of melancholy that comes around and hangs on the narrator's emotions at certain times. So it wouldn't be so much another person per se, but a sort of a persona, a sort of a tone color for the brain that occasionally comes around and brings the person down. That's Mr. Blue. So yeah, I do enjoy sort of exploring the lyrics. Once again, the same person, Han Solo, mentioned that certainly with Vince Clarke's music, the sonics are always the most important thing. It's always the sort of music that expresses the themes most clearly. But again, it is enjoyable to sort of listen to the lyrics and songs that I'm not familiar with, and sort of try to chart where they're going and what the thematic elements are. So anyway, we're going to listen to the next tune on the album, which is Good Times. I'm intrigued by the sort of sequencing of albums, so following a tune called Mr. Blue, which was sort of sonically complex, but again, lyrically, I think there was sort of a melancholy to it, or an implied sort of emotional tone. But yeah, I'm not sure how that might relate to Good Times, but it is interesting to follow a song called Mr. Blue with a song called Good Times. So we'll see what it's all about. This is from the 1983 album You and Me Both, Yazoo, Good Times. I love it already. Doesn't sound like Good Times. It's like feeling like you're on the outside of where you want to be, like you can never attain what you're feeling. No one. That was Vince, I assume? God, I love her voice. Well, I listened to his bass line. The electricity, the elasticity of the bass. It's like you can feel it like stretch and bend. This is awesome. This is maybe my favorite on the album so far. There's like a really high sort of twangy bass synth there. Oh, here it comes. Love that percussive roll. Vince's bass work is really standing out to me in this track. Oh. like the way they played with the rhythm of her lyrics relative to the percussion and the second half of that part of the verse. So it's someone like seeking those good times, like, but as far as I can tell, they haven't obtained it yet. They got the gold, they got the silver, they're ready to do what needs to be done, but it's as yet unrealized. There is some funk with those digital horns, or I don't know if they're horns, but it's like whatever that synth type is. I really like this one. It wasn't just that sort of like woodwind or wood sound percussive roll. There was also like a higher percussive element too.
I think you should do the first one again, Vince.
Is that like legit? This is in the studio, but again, from what I understand about the production of the album, they probably weren't laughing too much like that. So I don't know if that was Vince with, Daniel Miller or somebody. But yeah, that was interesting. I like cheeky little bits included in songs like that. I remember I was reacting to a techno record from a friend of mine, and it got to the end of the record, and at the end of the track, it sort of like clipped into a live like vocal, and it was a child saying, "Turn the bloody music off," and I was very amused by this. And I commented on that in the reaction, and then my friend like commented below, "That's actually my kid, like sometimes he comes into the studio and he'll say that to me." So we got it, we recorded it one time, we thought we had to use it. It's hilarious. So again, I like cheeky little bits like that, but I couldn't quite pick up on who that was or exactly what they were saying. But yeah, let me know what you think. I really did enjoy that one. There's been a couple that I've liked so far. What was the other one that I really dug? Sweet Thing. I really did enjoy Sweet Thing too. So yeah, Sweet Thing and Good Times so far, of the first 5, were the 2 that maybe hit me the best, but we still got 6 to go, so more than half of the album. And as I keep saying, as far as I know, I've never heard any of these tunes. Indeed, none of the ones that we've heard so far, like, cued some memory. Maybe, am I wrong? Maybe there was one, although I think it's more as I've been listening to Upstairs at Eric's. I think that's what it is, that there's been a couple of those where like by name I didn't remember it, and when it started it's like, okay, wait, no, I kind of remember the Sonics here, because again, I did have that tape. But yeah, as I said, I don't think I know the tracks on this album. Once again, shout out to Eric Radcliffe, who produced this album in conjunction with Yaz. So yeah, let me know what you think of this one. Let me know if there's another tune on the remainder of the album you're looking forward to. Other than that, thank you for listening and watching. I will see you next time.